Today's project is cleaning the carburetor of the Ryobi backpack blower. This is the model. I have never done this before, so the carburetor location, it's always where you have to pump the pump oil, pump the gas. So first we need to drain the old gas, then remove this cover. The cover is held by two screws, one in here at the two ends here, one there. Okay. Once I remove the cover, this is the first thing you see, the air filter. Then I removed the 3 screws that held this metal plate. After I removed this plate, it looks like a guard or something. There are 2 screws here. This is a star head screws I'm gonna remove. Once you disconnect these 2 screws, the long screws, the assembly comes apart like that. These are the 2 long screws. They go in here. Remember, this is where this piece came off, and the location is, it comes here. This is where, that's the throttle when you wanna like throttle like that. So at the end, we're gonna assemble it here, this piece, string. Now I need to disconnect these hoses. We just need to remember which one goes which. So this one goes here at the bottom. We need to disconnect these 2 hoses, one to the pump, the fuel pump, and one to the bottom here of the carburetor. And now that's my carburetor. I'm gonna remove see where is the filter, this head here. We're gonna clean whatever we can. Once we remove the cover, that's the membrane or the filter, and it's membrane where you can see. This is how you pump the fluid, and it looks pretty good. This is where we need to clean these holes. I'm gonna use the carburetor cleaner. Get it here. This is the main hole here. The other side of the carburetor, or the other side, has the cover. We're gonna remove this. It has only 2 screws. I removed one, and that's the second one. When you replace, I already cleaned this with the carburetor cleaner. This, when you put the membrane back, this piece has to go like this way. The membrane, like that. The other side of the carburetor has this cover, and it goes like that with the screw. That's the carburetor adjuster screw on the top. The only thing I'm gonna mention in the reassembling is where the cable ties to. Hopefully you can see. So it ties to the last hole here, so you can be able to do that. So it's the last hole. I forgot to mention that I'm doing all this because this blower was dead, was not able to get it started. So we're gonna follow the instruction here. So set the throttle lever to flat position, straight position. Then we pump 10 times. I did 10 times. Then we're gonna set this to the A position here. We're gonna pull for like few times. Then we're gonna put it on the B position. after I tested the blower, I noticed that the throttle lever cannot be moved. So I figured that I'm at the wrong hole where you have this. So I think this is the right one. So 1, 2, and this is the right one. We'll see. This is to conclude the video. The main problem with the two-cycle carburetor run motors for gardening, like blower, weed eater, that when you leave the fuel sits in the line, the carburetor, it clogged these tiny lines, and you come next year, the following year, you cannot run it. So the main thing is to clean the carburetor. Hopefully this video helps someone to get this equipment started rather than go spend the money to buy new ones.